Hello.
Dude, are we live?
That's what every streamer says. Are we live? I don't know.
Guys, are we live? I genuinely, I'm like 90% sure that we're live. Um, we're live. Wow, look at that one.
Yep.
Dang, dude, he getting that, dude. Sheesh.
All right.
Cool.
How, dude? You gotta see the chats right there.
Yeah,
Someone said something, right?
it was me. Oh, I said wow.
Well, yeah, we can just.
How do I?
How'd you do that last time?
Let me get rid of that. How do I pull up chat, bro? Bro. Bro.
Bro. Bro.
Huh. Hello.
Oh. Cool. Oh, you can hear me pretty well.
You're cookie munching?
Yeah, I'm munching cookies. I only got 3 left though, so let's get this going. Oh,
Nice.
cool. Let's have mine open there for chat. Give it a like. Give it
Dude.
a subscribe.
I can pull it up on here.
Let's do this, guys. It's fine. This works just fine.
I need it on here. I want it. What? What?
I'm eating cookies.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Says only one person is watching. And it's me.
And it's me. Oh. I shoulda.
My name is Brandon White, and I used to get food from the McDonald's restaurant close to.
Oh, it came back.
There it is. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Hooray!
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Let
Alright.
me,
Now, let's hurry up and start the video.
let me resize this real quick. Just like real fast. How about that?
It's perfect.
Bang, that looks a lot better.
Yeah, we're good.
Here we go.
My name is Brandon White, and I used to get food from the McDonald's restaurant close to my house every day. A couple of months ago, I walked in to get something and was attended by a new female employee named Mary. She was middle-aged.
Why does
had
Mary
short
look like
brown hair,
that,
and
bro?
Slightly overweight. While I waited for my order, she tried to get to know me, making
No
small
hate,
talk.
but hate.
I didn't mind at the time. She seemed nice, and there was nothing odd about our conversation. After giving me my sandwich, I left, not knowing that visiting McDonald's that day would lead to my biggest mistake
Yeah,
ever.
talking to Mary.
The next few
Dang.
days after meeting her weren't that different from the first. But as more days went by, I began to notice something strange about Mary. For starters,
But
Mary was
you like it
always the
too.
one taking my orders. This was unusual for McDonald's. To make things worse, the conversations she tried to have with me only became weirder and left me uncomfortable in most situations. She would say
She looks like a
strange
Minecraft
things
villager.
like
Yeah.
how I looked so sexy
Bro.
and tasty,
What?
and sometimes ask me
You look
questions
so
that no
sexy and
employee should have
tasty.
been interested in.
Tasty?
Everything about Mary's behavior was odd. She looked almost
Bro,
10
this
years
dude.
older than me and didn't strike me as that sort of person in any way.
Okay.
Eventually, I began visiting another
Wild.
McDonald's far away from my house, deciding against reporting Mary and getting her fired.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of weeks went by, and one day, I walked into the new McDonald's and saw Mary working at the counter.
Uh-oh.
I was shocked and expected her to tell me if she was filling in for someone. But instead, Mary acted as if she'd never left the old McDonald's and didn't address the situation at all.
Holy cow.
She resumed her usual attempts at small talk and disturbing remarks. But I
Yikes.
simply ignored everything she said, got my order, and left. I
Dude.
decided not to go to McDonald's for a while,
It's wild,
and
wild,
only had it when
wild.
a few friends placed orders at their
Bro,
apartment.
HR.
I didn't know if Mary still worked there, but I wasn't eager to find out.
I
One
wasn't.
afternoon, while walking home after getting groceries, someone suddenly bumped into me out of
Uh-oh.
nowhere,
It was Mary.
and most of my groceries failed.
Did you
I bent
spill?
over to pick them up, and the woman who had bumped into me began apologizing as she joined me to pick up the groceries.
Uh-oh.
When I looked up to thank her, I was shocked to see Mary.
Oh my
standing.
gosh.
I remained in silence as my mind raced.
Why is she kind of?
Was this woman
Mary,
stalking me, or
kind of
was she-
bad.
After standing there, in
Oh, never
silence,
mind. Look at that
Mary
nose,
finally
bro.
said,
She got a shoe for a
Sorry,
nose.
sorry, yeah, I
"I'm in
take
a
it
hurry,
back.
So sorry about that, and left, acting like she didn't know
Is
who
that
I
not
was.
Mary? That's
I
her
brushed it off
twin
again as a
sister,
coincidence
Larry.
and walked home. As I got home, I realized my house keys weren't there, but I was in a hurry and figured I had probably
Larry
left
stole 'em.
without them. So I quickly
Nah.
got my spare key from under the mat,
Huge.
dropped my groceries inside, and left to meet up with my colleagues.
Uh-oh.
What?
My coworkers and I spent a couple of hours getting drunk and playing
Bro, you
games
just
on our
sucked
day
on that cup.
off. I left and headed home. But as I opened my door, something about it felt different.
No.
It's Larry.
That feeling you get when someone
Larry
else is in
Mary.
your home is everywhere.
She in there.
But I was wasted, and all I wanted to do was take a shower. So I quickly looked around and headed to the bathroom.
Okay.
Later that night, I was alone in my living room watching HBO when my phone
As
rang.
one does.
HBO when my phone rang.
Oh.
I was curious
Alright.
about who could be calling me so late at night. So I answered with a simple, hello? There wasn't a voice on the other end, but I could hear someone breathing heavily for about a minute before finally hearing a whispery voice say, "Come upstairs."
Oh.
I ended the
You
call,
already know she.
Dude.
assuming it was some kids playing a prank. But
Nah.
suddenly
She in
I
there,
felt off, and
in his
despite
room
my
in a
efforts,
bathrobe.
I couldn't stop thinking. And how I felt someone was in my home earlier that day.
Darn it, Larry.
About 3 minutes later, my phone rang again, and it was the same number. I simply ignored it and tried to focus on something else. That's when I heard a noise coming from upstairs.
Uh-oh.
I quickly
He
switched off
dead.
the TV and decided to listen more closely to make sure I wasn't hearing things. Sure enough, I heard a loud noise from upstairs,
Uh-oh.
followed by another, and soon enough, I could tell they were footsteps,
Uh-oh.
and someone was actually in my home. I quickly grabbed my phone and called the police before heading to the kitchen and grabbing a knife.
Yeah.
Yes,
The house was
sir.
silent for the next few
Where his
minutes,
gun at?
So I began to walk up the stairs slowly to make sure there was actually an intruder.
Mm-hmm.
As I checked each room one after the other, I began to calm down and question if I heard anything at all. Eventually, there was only one room left to check, and as I opened the door to the guest room, I was filled with a feeling of relief as all I could see was an empty room. And the sense of
Okay.
relief I had just gotten
Whoa.
was quickly overcome with fear.
What?
As out of the corner of my eye, I could see a figure
It's
standing
Larry.
behind the door.
No.
Before I
Oh!
could say anything,
Ugh.
the person jumped on me,
N-
knocking the knife out of my hand and settling on top of
Bro,
me,
she's
swinging both
freaky,
my arms
dude.
under her.
She,
Oh my
this
goodness.
is definitely a
That
freaky
moment,
story.
all I could feel was terror as Mary looked me dead in the eyes before proceeding to grab the knife I
Ho-
had dropped. Mary slowly brought her head closer to me and began to sniff me, like she was taking in deep breaths.
Not
Yeah,
hard.
hot breath.
Yeah, not hard with
And
that
I
big
began to
nose.
struggle to get free, but there was
Ugh.
no use, as Mary was a lot heavier than I was.
You say that again.
That's fat shaming, dude.
Proceeded to say, "Oh, I missed you so much, baby. But you've been avoiding
Baby
me.
girl.
You looked so tasty today.
That's wild.
I had to say.
That's.
And well, now I have to take a little bite."
Hmm.
She smiled and continued.
Sounds like Drake.
Now, it'll hurt a little, but I'm sure you don't mind, darling.
Yo.
No.
My hand,
Oh.
taking my pinky
Oh,
finger
oh,
clean off.
oh.
The pain
we
shot through
can't.
my body, and I couldn't help but let out a
Well,
blood began to spill.
it's blurred out.
Mary couldn't hold back her
Mostly.
laugh as she threw
Yeah.
my finger in her mouth and chewed it down until
Oh my-
nothing remained.
Yo.
Eating it like a
At that
carrot,
moment,
bro.
I had begun to close my eyes as I slowly lost consciousness.
That's
from the pain.
wild.
That's when Mary said, "No, baby, don't do that. I was just about to have one of your tastier parts." She then proceeded to hold my eyelids open
Whoa.
as she lowered the knife.
Oh, I
slowly
thought
past
she was
my
talking
eye.
about his penis,
Before I
bro.
began to plead with her, police sirens filled the air, and I was immediately filled with relief. Mary quickly got off me and pointed the knife at me, saying, "No. How did they find out, baby? You didn't call them, did you?" One look at the woman in front of me, and I could tell she was absolutely crazy.
Yikes.
That's
Whoa.
what you could tell.
Yeah.
That's,
Worried.
dude, his
So I
hand is
decided it was better
bleeding.
to play into her game
Dude,
than act
he's
out,
like just fine.
as I already knew how far she was willing to go.
Dude, he walked that off, literally.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was you. Eddie.
He's having a casual conversation with her,
I'll
bro.
send them away and I'll be right back.
And I'll be right
Mary
back.
looked at me with what seemed to be relief, and I could tell she truly believed what I had just said. She replied,
Wow.
"All right, honey. Be quick now,"
All right, honey.
and lowered the knife, letting me leave. I bolted downstairs with one thing in mind: get as far away from Mary as I could.
For real.
As I stepped out of the house, I was
Bro,
met by a group of officers.
who's this
They
rent-a-cop?
asked if anyone else was in the house before storming in and exiting with Mary in the next few minutes. Mary was.
Oh my gosh,
She
dude.
screamed at me for betraying her
Mary,
and not keeping
Mary
my word.
Larry, bro.
That's Larry, bro.
Confirming to the police that she was completely crazy.
Yep.
In the last few days, I've been
That
informed by the
makes
authorities
sense.
that Mary is wanted in several states for multiple counts of rape, assault,
What?
and suspicion of
Holy
cannibalism.
cow.
I was lucky enough to be the only one of her victims to survive her ordeal. That encounter still keeps
Shoot,
me
dude.
and I haven't been able to
Okay,
stop
bro.
thinking about
Yeah,
the
and he
first time
lost
I
a couple
met her
fingers
encounter.
because of
I
her
hope my
too.
story has helped
No,
you
dude, he took
realize
that like
that we
a-
really
like a
know nothing
champ.
about the people
Yeah.
who serve us and our families at McDonald's. In my case, I met a crazy serial killer who posed as a happy-go-lucky
Yeah.
woman. But in your case,
Oh,
it just might be the
what
devil
about her
who
looks
makes you
happy-go-lucky?
with a smile on their face. Hello, everyone. We are thrilled that you have been enjoying our video.
All right.
Not.
Your support means the world to us.
Does it?
If you've liked what you've seen, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel.
I don't want
We
to.
would love to hear which one of our
Yeah.
videos is your favorite.
Hey, if you're watching this,
We're
go
on a mission
sub
to
to
reach
this dude, I
100,000
guess.
members in the SSG family. And with your help,
After you're done watching
Skip
this.
this, bro.
thank
Dude,
you
I-
for being a part of our journey.
There we go. I skipped it.
Okay, next story. Next story, y'all.
Oh,
Christmas is usually the best holiday of the year.
this dude.
The kids are always happy. There's food, parties, and presents.
Yeah.
For real.
It's really that time of year when we can leave all our problems behind
Yeah.
and concentrate on being happy,
Holidays are great
Mm-hmm.
even if it's just for a day or two.
for a day or two.
The story I'm about to tell you was just before Christmas. In those days, when
Mhm.
we were getting ready for the holidays, and it was
Real.
all happy times.
Yeah.
What neither I nor my children expected was that those moments of happiness would be interrupted because we had an appointment with the unknown.
What?
Something we didn't understand at the time.
Yeah.
And still don't today is stalking us.
What does that
And
mean?
you know what? It still is.
Okay.
If you don't know what you're up against, how can you defeat it?
A gun?
It all started on a snowy day.
That might work.
During those days, we decided to take a mini vacation and went to my parents' country house. My wife was hesitant to go since we had a lot of work to do when we got back. But the kids were on vacation from school and insisted all year to go. So we indulged. It was only a few days before Christmas. We had already put up the Christmas tree and decorated our house in town. But the cabin
They decorated their
still
town?
lacked Christmas
The
spirit.
whole town?
Yeah,
That's kinda
just these
crazy.
like
Decorations
these
filled
4
the front
people,
cabinet.
this
But
family.
to my surprise, my parents had left us something. A
Oh!
human-sized Santa Claus.
What?
It looked
Your
like
parents
a
left you
truck,
that?
But it was very strange. It was too thin.
There's no
Dude.
way.
Your
Normal
parents
Santa
hate you
Clauses are similar
if
to
they
real
left you
Santa.
that.
Fat with a huge
Yeah.
smile. But there was something weird about this. This looked
Oh,
Dude,
He looked like some Santa Claus.
why he got that?
dude, if
That
Santa,
bull nose ring.
if Santa is growling at you, that's not a good sign.
And for some reason,
Dude.
they liked it.
They liked it,
Kids really do have
There's
some
no
weird
way.
tastes.
bro.
Crazy.
Other than that, the day continued as normal. We spent the evening watching movies and eating something.
Solid,
The kids seemed
Wait.
very entertained, and my wife and I were very happy about it.
bro.
Nothing prepared us for what would happen.
Oh,
the next day.
dang. Is he dancing?
After
In the
sleeping
jig.
comfortably, a scream woke my wife and me at the same time. It
Okay.
was the scream of one of our children.
Who?
As soon as we woke up, we both looked out the window where the scream was coming from. My 2 children were outside.
Why?
Holy cow.
Running away from someone.
Dang.
When I looked back a little further, I clearly saw their attacker.
Oh
No,
shoot.
it couldn't be true. It was the Santa Claus animatronics I had put up.
Who would have suspected?
This didn't make any sense. As I watched him
This
run in
didn't
the
make any
direction of the
sense.
children, I could see him walk very naturally. This was not an animatronic or anything like that. It moved like a human.
Ah, are you
But it
dumb?
was so thin, who could fit into that costume?
Are you?
I told my wife to call the police as soon as possible.
Dang.
I wanted to get our children and protect them from their attackers. At that
Yo.
point, I didn't care about bundling up or getting a gun.
Why?
As soon as possible. As soon as I got
No
out,
gun.
Okay,
I
no,
didn't
that's
look
fair,
at
I
the direction
guess.
of my children, but towards my attacker, who for some reason was not
He's
running,
looking
Dude,
at
he's
you.
not even your
in the
attacker.
direction of my children.
He's your children's
Dang.
attacker.
I don't know what this being was or why it was attacking my
Children slow.
but I knew I had to do something to stop it.
Nah, dude, they're outrunning this guy.
I threw myself at him. I still thought that all this must have some explanation. Maybe it was
Yikes.
a person disguised as a Santa.
Dude,
Yes,
yikes.
that must be it. That was the only logical explanation.
Wow. Okay.
A little
It
confident
took him a
about my
while to
ability,
come to that
I tried to talk
conclusion.
him down, but that's when despair and desolation took over my whole body.
Yeah?
When I was just
Oh,
a
that's
few
really
inches away
creepy.
from him, about to knock him down, I was overcome with a horrible feeling of fear and sadness that prevented
Why?
me from moving
Why?
forward.
Hmm?
Why sadness?
Defeated and crying, I fell to the ground,
What?
clutching my chest from the pain I felt. This was not the pain of a physical attack. It was not the pain of an illness. It was the pain one feels when one is very nervous. or sad.
Seriously?
He gave up.
Santa simply ignored
Yeah.
me and kept walking
He
in the
just
direction
gave
of my
up,
children.
dude.
Whatever it was, he was
It's
aware
like,
of
these
what
kids
was
are kind of
happening.
expensive.
Possibly, in some ways, he caused me, since he didn't flinch an inch from my attack, knowing what was
Who is that?
After a few
Who
seconds
dat?
that felt like hours, I gathered all my
That's
strength
crazy.
to get up and follow him. The pain and sadness
Oh.
I felt at that moment was so great that even though it faded as soon as Santa left, it still haunted me.
Where are your kids?
For me, I would have stayed on the ground surrounded by ice crying, but I couldn't afford the luxury. That being was after my children, and I wouldn't let them feel for a second what I felt at that moment, or worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get up and ran as fast as I could through the ice.
Okay. Good.
My children and Santa were already far away,
And
before
Santa.
but the sound of their screams guided me on the right path. With every centimeter I ran, I could feel that horrible feeling taking over my body again. The pain in my chest was getting bigger and bigger. I couldn't be far away.
Okay.
The screams became closer than ever until, crying against the tree, I found my 2 children. In front of them, the strange figure walked slowly in their direction.
Bro. No, these kids are
As
really
soon as I saw
slow.
this
If
image,
he's
I
walking,
turned to Santa Claus.
oh
You
boy.
would think that nothing had changed from the last time I did it, and ended up on the ice crying. But for me, everything had changed.
What?
This time, I was watching as the strange being was about to
Dang.
attack my children, and at that moment, I didn't care about anything but protecting them.
You didn't
I
care about
ignored
that the
pain,
first time?
The fear, the sadness, the cold. All I could see was this thing approaching my chest.
Dying. It's crazy.
With a war cry, I lunged at it and knocked it to the eye.
With the war cry.
Dying.
Blinded,
Dying.
I didn't realize what was really going on.
Dude, get him.
I was just hitting an empty Santa Claus.
Heck yeah.
All
An
the
empty
feeling of fear
doll?
and desperation had vanished the moment I made
What?
contact with it. Now I was doing nothing more than hitting an inanimate object while my children cried
Dude,
beside
imagine
me.
seeing your dad do that.
When I realized this, I stepped aside
And then you
hugged
realizing
my
it's a
children
freaking doll.
while Santa
Oh.
stood destroyed next to us. It was all over. Once we got back, I threw all the parts of that Santa Claus in the trash
What?
and put a new one once we
Bro, you
got
should have done that when you
I'll
saw
be
it at first. Okay.
The new Santa Claus didn't last more than 2 days. Maybe I was
Why?
still a little paranoid, but I could swear that every once in a while, it felt like it wasn't in the same position I left it in.
Uh-huh.
As if his head or limbs were moving when no one was watching.
Yeah?
Also,
Oh.
I couldn't shake this feeling. This feeling of paranoia that when I was near him, I was constantly being watched.
Mm.
For
That's
their-
creepy.
My children didn't talk about it, but I could see in their eyes that they were terrified.
That's wild. Imagine
Hmm.
that.
At first, my wife thought everything I told her was a joke, but over time,
Dying?
she began to believe me. Although part of her thinks it's a strange collective paranoia. I can't blame her, and I can't blame you if you don't believe me. Not even in my wildest nightmares could I think something
Not
like
even
this
a
could happen.
wild nightmares.
But I guess, as a human, there are things we can never understand.
Freaking.
Right.
And you know what?
Imagine Goblin Santa.
I don't
That's
want to
crazy.
understand what happened that day. I just don't want it to happen again.
Why does he not want to
I
understand?
just want my family to be safe.
Alright. That's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
Working at Burger King was an average
Of
job
course.
for a guy like
Of
me.
course. Whoa!
Often the nights
Whoa.
were quiet, with only a handful of customers coming in for a quick dinner before closing.
Why you turning like that?
But on that particular night, the story I'm about to tell you was anything but ordinary.
Alright.
Of course.
Tell me then.
I was alone on the night shift.
Let us know in the
at
chat
Max's,
if you're liking these
and
stories.
The clock read 10 p.m. when it all started.
When it all started.
The night was cold and dark, and the rain was pounding on the windows of the
How much you
restaurant.
wanna bet someone's gonna
creating
be in the
a
window
gloomy
knocking?
atmosphere. I finished cleaning the tables
Look,
and
look.
was about to close when I saw a lone man.
See?
Oh my god.
What did I say?
Yeah.
He wore
What
a
did I
jacket
say?
and a hat that hid half his
Ew.
face,
Michael Jackson?
but
Why are all
something
these
about his posture
villains
sent
so
a shiver down my spine.
creepy looking?
I still
know.
couldn't refuse entry to a customer, so I opened the door for him.
Oh,
The man
what?
walked in without saying a word.
Open the door.
Just
Bro, are
staring
you
at me
closed?
with his cold, dark eyes. He ordered a hamburger and a soda, and I prepared his order.
Okay. If a dude
The
walks
atmosphere
in
of
my
the
restaurant
was
like that,
strange, as if
looking like that,
silence and tension had taken over the place. As I delivered his food,
Oh, I look
I
good.
tried to make friendly conversation, but the man didn't respond. He just
bro, you can't smoke in here.
something in his gaze made me uneasy.
His
but
gaze?
I decided not to pay much attention to him. The man sat in a corner of the
Eat
restaurant,
your food, bro.
alone, silent. I continued with my usual tasks, but I couldn't help but feel watched. A few minutes passed, and I noticed that the man didn't touch his food.
Okay.
He just sat there,
Did he pay for it?
looking at me. I felt uncomfortable, as if I were in a scene from a horror movie.
Why am I worried about if you paid for it,
Finally,
bro?
I decided to approach him and ask if everything was okay.
Dude's about to die.
I walked up to his table and spoke to him. Is everything all right, sir? The man looked up, but instead of answering, he smiled in a disturbing way.
That's a smile?
It was a smile that didn't reach his eyes, and his teeth looked sharp as knives.
Gross.
At that moment, I knew something wasn't right, but I couldn't just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
The man
Hmm.
finally spoke, and his voice was soft and creepy.
Okay.
I like your restaurant. It's a good place to be alone.
Thanks.
I didn't know what to answer, so
I
I
like
just
it too.
nodded and walked away from his table.
That's freaky.
I walked back to the counter, trying to ignore the uneasy feeling that came over me. The night was slowly progressing, and the man was still sitting in his corner, not touching his
That
food.
same cigarette.
I decided to call the manager and tell him what was going on. The call was mysteriously cut off before I could say a word.
Bro.
I felt like I was trapped in a silent nightmare.
That's no good.
I decided to take a break and headed for the bathroom.
Restroom.
I needed a moment to regain my composure.
Yeah.
While I was in
Yeah,
the
he's
bathroom,
gonna come in.
I heard footsteps outside.
Yup.
Oh, dude.
As I came out, I saw the man walking around the restaurant,
Ooh.
looking at everything as if he were inspecting every nook and cranny.
Oh heck no,
I didn't
bro.
know what to do, but I knew I couldn't stay hidden in the bathroom forever.
You know what I do?
When I returned to the counter, the man approached and finally broke his silence. You have an interesting place here. I like it a lot. His words were unsettling,
Yeah.
and his gaze kept boring a hole into me.
What if he's just
I didn't know how to respond, so I simply said, "Thank
he's
you."
just part of the product
Trying to remain
inspection team?
The clock
Yeah.
struck midnight, and the man
Oh, biggie.
still wouldn't touch
He's
his
just letting you know you're up to
At that
up to
moment,
code.
I realized I couldn't let this continue. I asked him if he needed anything else, if he was satisfied with his dinner. I need you to show me the kitchen.
Yeah, he's just the inspector,
My
bro.
work is easy to
Yeah.
do.
Oh my gosh.
He's just trying to make sure everything's up to code.
I start
My
by breaking
word.
everything I need to get done.
There we go.
My heart began to pound. I was not allowed to show customers the kitchen.
He knows
and
the kitchen
something
ain't
about the way he
clean.
was asking made me even more uneasy. I politely explained that I couldn't do that it was against restaurant policy. The man was unfazed. He simply got up from his chair and started walking towards the kitchen. I reacted as quickly as I could and started to press the panic button behind the counter.
Got a panic button?
I didn't know
Dang,
it
that's a
was working.
big button.
The button didn't react and
Oh.
didn't make any sound.
Yeah,
Who
he's
knows?
dead.
Maybe it didn't work months ago. Maybe it never worked.
Why is he by himself? Is he closing?
Terrified, I made a really bad decision.
Yeah. Dude, the store was
Driven by pure
closed.
fear combined
But
with
he
my
opened it
survival
for this
instinct, I
creature.
ran after him, trying to stop him. I begged him not to come in, but he wouldn't listen. When he reached the kitchen, he stopped and started looking around as if he was looking for something. I felt trapped between my duty to protect the restaurant and the fear that was gripping me. The man walked over to one of the meat cleavers we had in the kitchen and picked it up.
Oh.
At that moment,
Yo.
I knew I had to do something.
Okay. Why do you have a meat
I grabbed
cleaver
the
in a
frying pan
Burger
and
King?
prepared to defend myself, even though it was clear I was at a disadvantage.
Nah, you can.
Do you know what silence is?
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what a punch to the face is?
Silence can be scary. Right. The man
What?
advanced towards me, his blade held high. I prepared to defend myself with the frying pan.
How'd he
but
get on the
it was
floor?
useless.
I don't
Laughing, he
know.
pulled the pan out of my hand as
What?
if I
Oh
were a
my
child playing with
gosh.
something
No
dangerous.
way.
Hey kid, let me
Like a
slash you.
cornered animal,
Wait.
I fell to the ground crying,
Dude.
accepting my fate,
Yeah.
aware that I couldn't do anything to defend myself against this man. In retrospect,
Dang, he's
I
getting
could've tried.
dragged.
I could have thrown myself.
Whoa. That's
Anything would have
crazy.
been better than just giving up like
Getting
that.
dragged along.
Yeah.
But you know,
That's a
it really
yikes.
is impossible to act logically in that situation.
Really is.
All I could think of was that a few hours earlier I was at home, getting dressed for a boring work,
Mm-hmm.
thinking about what to eat when I get home. Suddenly,
Oh, did he
it was
open?
all over.
Or did he close?
Now I was
I think he
condemned
closed.
to death by a man I didn't know. His motives were totally unknown.
Bro.
I was just simply going to be the victim of a sick man who was going to kill me for fun. As if
Punches
knowing what I
metal
was thinking and how
for
defeated
fun.
I felt. The man left the knife on the table and began to rub his hands across my neck,
Freaky.
enjoying every second in which I
These
could
really are
defend
freaky
myself.
videos, dude.
At that moment, I realized something even more terrible. The knife was just to scare me more.
Hmm.
He never intended to use it.
Huh.
I mean, he didn't need to. He just wanted to torture me, to make my death last as long as possible.
Yikes.
But you said he didn't
I
use
could
it though.
see in his face, in his sick and twisted eyes, how he was going to enjoy what he was about to do to me.
Yeah, that's no good.
Slowly, the man put his hands on my neck. I could feel the veins in his hands getting more and more pronounced.
Yo.
Very slowly, his hands applied pressure to my neck. Little by little, I began to lose my breath. The force in his hands was getting stronger and stronger.
This dude isn't even trying to
What
fight
would
back.
happen
Yeah, like-
first?
Oh,
Would I
He's
die of
accepting it.
suffocation? Would my neck break?
Yep.
All I could think about was my family, my girlfriend, my pet.
Wow.
What were they
That's a
doing
horrible
right
looking
now?
dog.
Could they have imagined that
I
was
wouldn't
about
miss
to
that
die.
dog.
My vision started to get blurry. I was fainting. But then, suddenly, a sound of police
Oh,
siren
how?
became audible
Panic
outside.
button came in clutch.
The man
Bro.
stopped and listened. For a moment, the tension in the kitchen
He's
vanished.
speed walking out.
Police lights flashed outside, and we heard the officers enter the restaurant. The officers approached the man
Oh,
and detained him.
dude, that's what you get for speed walking, dude.
The emergency button worked and alerted my boss, who saw on the cameras everything that was going on. The man was
Sheesh.
arrested and taken out of the restaurant in handcuffs. He didn't say a word as he was led away, but his cold stare and disturbing smile remained
Oh.
etched in my mind. After he was taken away, calm returned to the restaurant. My manager arrived soon after, concerned and
Manager's a cool
relieved
guy.
at the same time. I explained what had happened, and he thanked me for taking steps to protect the place.
Yeah, I'm not working here
He
anymore.
assured me that the man would not cause trouble again.
Quit.
But I was no longer interested.
Yeah,
I would never set foot
Yep.
in that burger. again.
Yeah, good.
that's fair.
Although the man was arrested, I never knew who he was or why he'd come to the restaurant that night. The experience.
What do you
left me
mean
with
why? He
a
wanted
lingering sense of
kill you.
unease and fear.
No, he
The
wanted a
silence
burger.
and the look of the psychopathic man stayed with me long after he was taken away.
Nasty looking dude.
That night of terror at Burger King was an experience I'll never forget.
Yeah,
I learned that sometimes evil can lurk in the most unexpected places,
like a Burger
and
King.
that silence can be more terrifying
Yeah.
than any scream.
Imagine dying at a Burger King.
Since then,
That's gotta be like the worst way to go.
That's crazy.
and I always made
That
sure
would
the
not be
doors to
fun.
my house were locked at night, because I couldn't help but feel that sooner or later, that man would come back to my house to finish what he started.
I think you're good, bro. I don't think you're that
Today,
serious.
June 15th,
Oh.
2014.
This
My
animation
team
is
and I
kind
have
of
decided to finally investigate
Animation?
the asylum that's been
Animation?
alone and abandoned in Williamsburg, Virginia. This particular abandoned asylum had been the talk of the town for many years prior, with multiple stories and myths. The most famous being
Yeah.
about students who snuck in and were found days later completely silent and void of themselves.
Wow.
According to the locals, the government followed up by launching an investigation,
dude.
sending officials to uncover
This
what
is already
happened.
fake.
But their findings were so grave, they decided to sweep the case under the rug, hiding
Long
all students,
head.
parents, and officials who entered the asylum.
He got a
case was
Tic Tac
eventually
head.
buried, and the asylum was completely sealed off as toxic and harmful. The history of the asylum, while it was functioning, was still unknown, and the details of the students who explored it after it was abandoned are also unknown. My name is Jacob Bennett.
It's because the
and
animation.
these are the details of how my team
Yeah.
and I uncovered the terrifying secrets of the Williamsburg Abandoned Asylum. My team consisted of 5 individuals, including me, and at the time, we'd only been paranormal investigators for about 3 years. In these 3 years of working cases and seeing all sorts of things, we had come to the conclusion that despite whatever stories we told,
Yo,
they were just stories, and there really was no such thing as ghosts, creatures, or things that go bump at night. In this particular case, we heard first about it in March 2014, and finally decided to make the trip to the asylum in June. We got to the town late that day, and didn't do much except lodge in our hotel and brief on the case. We were immediately struck by the inconsistencies and the lack of information about the asylum, which set this case apart from anything we had encountered in the past. It piqued our curiosity and fueled our determination to uncover its secrets.
really?
The next day, we headed into town and split up into 2
Dude.
groups, with 3 of my colleagues heading
Oh.
to the library to try to find out more about the history of the asylum, while Jessica, another one of my colleagues, and I went around town asking locals for any information they
I don't know if I can handle this
Excuse
animation.
me, ma'am. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? I said as we approached a middle-aged lady in the street. She replied with,
Yes, sure. But I'm in a hurry and I don't have much time.
She didn't sound
"Yeah,
like that.
no problem.
Guaranteed.
It'll be quick. Can you provide us with any information on your town's old asylum?" I said. The expression on her face.
What
showed
would she
slight
know,
hope
dude?
responding with,
Well,
Oh, never
I
mind.
can't tell you much.
She knows a lot.
If it has to do with that asylum, I know just as much as you.
They
The
don't.
response shocked me as I'd assumed
That's a
local
lie.
had
That's
a lot more
wild.
information than we did. So I said, "Oh, I apologize. I had assumed since you lived here,
They
you
all look
know
so
a lot more
concerned.
than I do."
Well, I can see how you'd think that.
Oh,
I
dang,
don't know much and I don't I moved here, I've understood that the asylum is something to stay far away from.
She paused for a minute before saying,
Of course, there are still stories and ideas, but I'll tell you this for goodwill. Nothing good comes from that asylum. It's best
You
you
don't
leave
say.
it alone.
despite saying she knew nothing, something about this lady's warning felt real to me.
A little real to me.
I also noticed she mentioned she moved here, so I decided to ask. So, before you leave, do you know if maybe there's anyone who grew up here and maybe knows something that could help us? She looked annoyed, but sluggishly replied,
A lot of people grew up in this town, but the only one I can think of to help is Mary. Her family was involved somehow with the
Mary?
asylum, and
She got that
doesn't
low,
live that
raspy
far.
voice.
After
Mary
that,
from the other
lady
story?
kindly gave us
From the
directions
first
to Mary's
story?
house, and in less than 10
Crazy.
minutes,
It's not her crackhead cousin anymore.
Crossover.
the house was extremely large and quiet, but it was obviously old.
The
and I could
horror
tell just by
cinematic
looking at it
universe.
that there hadn't been any repairs in years. We knocked, and in about 2 minutes, an elderly lady opened the door
Oh!
slightly.
Can I help you?
Yikes.
She
She's got the
said,
same voice as the other lady.
Yes, we're looking for Mary. We wanted to ask
Mary.
a few questions about the abandoned asylum. I replied. The woman remained silent for a while before reluctantly inviting us into the home. The house's interior was just as run down as its exterior,
Yikes.
with the paint peeling off and its floors confirming to me that the house was extremely old. Mary showed us a couch and informed us to wait for her here as she went to get what
She
needed.
showed us a couch.
She returned a few minutes later with a file completely covered in dust
Okay.
and told us everything there was to know about the abandoned asylum was in there. After a while of talking, we discovered Mary's grandfather was head of
Oh.
operations at the asylum while it was running.
Whoa.
He passed away shortly after it was closed.
Yikes.
She explained the file was put together by an employee at the asylum during an investigation that eventually resulted in the closing of the asylum.
Huh.
The case was handled quietly, and the family obtained the file after the asylum was closed, keeping it to avoid any scandals or leaks. However, when the kids went missing, the police asked Mary's father for information, and again, the file was used quietly, and the government
Dude, that
found its
policeman
contents too
looks
problematic
horrible.
and swept the case under the rug. Mary appeared emotional.
Oh my gosh.
She proceeded to tell us she'd uncovered the contents of the file after her father's passing and had been burdened by the guilt of keeping it all hidden.
I wasn't going to help you at first, but you seem like good people.
Yeah?
I think you will do the right thing with that file.
That's where you're
Follow
wrong.
The activities of what went down at that asylum.
Mary seemed to have confused us for a journalist or some sort, so I responded with, Mary, there seems to be a bit of confusion here. While we do find everything you've told us intriguing, we didn't come here to get the scoop on
What
it.
is she looking at?
We're here because people believe the building's haunted, and there are various myths revolving around the asylum. We'd hoped you would know a little bit about its history. Thankfully, you did. But we still need to visit the asylum and find out what's really going on. Maybe there's even some
Why?
truth behind the myths.
Why did you need to
Yeah.
go there?
Completely changed now, and she looked almost pale as she said,
Whatever you do not visit that place. Just take the file.
They're gonna
and
visit
research
that place.
She paused before grabbing
Oh.
Jessica's arm and saying,
That asylum is no place for people like you. The devil lives there now. The devil and all his demons.
I don't think you should go there.
Jessica quickly pulled back her arm and got up before saying, Jacob, we should go. I think we have enough.
What?
Wow.
Mary began to frantically look around,
What?
saying,
Don't go. Don't go.
I got up and thanked Mary before
Oh
leaving
my
with Jessica
gosh.
and heading to the asylum.
Holy cow.
Little did I know, that would be the biggest mistake we ever
I-
made.
You don't say.
Yeah, I wonder
I
why.
think it was about an hour later, and my entire group was standing
Dang.
at the gates of the
Squad.
Hmm.
We had met
You
up
still got
earlier
a
to
squad,
discuss
yeah.
what we had all discovered. The group that visited the library didn't find much, but they'd managed to find the blueprints of the asylum. We told them about our discussion with Mary and proceeded to look at the contents of the file together.
Mm-hmm.
The file contained all sorts of horrible tests and experiments that were done on
Ooh.
mental patients in the asylum. These experiments
That's
only led the
crazy.
patients to slowly lose more of themselves until they were eventually void.
Yeah.
As
That's
time
wild.
passed,
Yikes.
patients began to die, and the asylum decided to bury the corpses on its grounds. What really began to worry the doctor,
Haunted.
however, was the living patients who had already been losing
What the?
themselves suddenly began to have regular conversations with their dead colleagues. They would be heard laughing hysterically and calling the names of the dead in the middle of the night. It didn't take long before the patients who hadn't been involved in the experiments began acting the same way, and eventually, the doctors. It
Whoa.
was as if all those in the asylum began slowly losing themselves until they were completely void and could no longer function
It's
mentally.
like it's haunted or something.
As we looked at the old
Crazy.
asylum from outside its gates, it became increasingly obvious nothing good would come from walking through its doors.
Yeah.
The asylum was a 3-story building, and it covered around 50 hectares of land.
Hectares.
The building seemed way older than
What is
Mary's,
that?
however, and its exterior had already
The
begun to
heck
decay,
is a hectare?
adding to its already eerie look. I continued looking at the building when I suddenly saw a man staring at us from a window upstairs.
Of course.
That's when I said, "Hey, who the hell is that?" Pointing towards the window. Everyone
was
immediately turned
very
their attention to
tame.
where I
It's a
was
genuine
But
reaction.
shockingly, there was absolutely no one there. Ha ha, very funny, Mason said, assuming I was playing a prank on them. I was stunned and concerned because I could have sworn I had seen someone at the window. Everyone played it off as a joke and began walking into the asylum.
Dang, bro,
I
look at
followed
their
behind
strut.
and tried to focus on the task at hand, but all I could really think about was Mary's warning. I stepped into the asylum. I immediately felt the temperature go down drastically.
Yeah.
The building was
Get the
extremely
heck outta
cold,
there.
And although I could tell by looking at it that no one had been there in years, it didn't in any sense feel that way. It actually felt like I had walked onto a stage and had 1,000 eyes watching.
Well,
We
that's not
continued
good.
walking deeper into the asylum, looking for anything that would explain the paranormal stories that surrounded the building. The floors were still stained with
Oh.
blood. The rooms
Whoa.
were filled with chairs and beds with straps.
No one cleaned that?
The group
Serious?
had stayed together
That's
exploring
crazy.
Where's the
building,
ghost
and suddenly,
janitor?
I followed them into a room, and I was alone. At that point, I'd assumed they were playing a prank on me. Guys, very
Guys.
funny. You've had your laugh. Now let's move on and get out of here, I said, expecting a response. Instead, I was met with a deathly silence, and the temperature got even colder. I was completely scared and alone in the room when someone walked past. I immediately walked out to follow the person, but once again, there was no one there. At this point, I decided it was better to leave the asylum and wait outside for the others. I turned to leave.
Oh my
but I
gosh.
was met with the sight of a young
Oh
woman in a
my
gown
gosh.
and rotting flesh standing in front of me.
Huh.
My heart dropped at the sight of her.
Bro,
She was
close
so
your
beautiful
mouth.
that I could feel her extremely cold breath on my face. The lady only had one eye,
Oh.
while the other was being eaten by maggots and releasing a rancid smell.
That's really
She slowly
gross.
got closer and began to open her mouth.
Dang. She
I closed
gummy
my eyes
gummy.
and prepared for whatever was about to happen when I suddenly heard a scream from upstairs. I opened my eyes to see she was gone, and I
She was
immediately
gone.
went upstairs to see what had happened. I looked around upstairs for about 10 minutes before eventually finding Jessica sitting
Bro,
alone on
that's-
the floor with
Bro,
her head in her hand.
that is not
She
Jessica,
appeared to
dude.
be mumbling some words I couldn't
Seriously?
understand. So I
This guy
slowly
is
approached her and
stupid.
said, "Hey Jess, are you okay? I don't know what's happening, but we need to leave right now.
Yeah.
Come on."
Good idea.
Jessica
Dude,
slowly
that's
raised
not
her head and
Jessica,
turned
bro.
to me. She responded with, "But Jacob, we can't leave. We have to wait for the others so we can all go together." Jessica had messed up her hair in a way that had her face covered, and the room was so dark
Yeah.
I could barely make out anything.
That's not Jessica,
But
bro.
a part of me agreed with her, so I sat beside her and we waited.
Huh?
We
Seriously?
had waited for almost 30 minutes in the dark. and
30
cold.
minutes?
So I figured it would have been a better idea to go look for the others.
Dang.
Way too long.
Hey, do you remember where you lost the others? Maybe we can go find them and leave.
Bro,
I
he's not
asked.
even talking.
However, I didn't
Oh
get a
my
response
gosh.
from Jessica. All I got was complete silence.
Hmm.
I assumed she was probably just stressed out and didn't hear me, so I said, "Jess,
Stressed
you need
out.
to leave soon." This time, Jessica replied, once again lifting her head slowly to face me as she said, "Don't you get it? though?
Oh.
We can't leave. You have to stay with us now. All of
Is that her
us
nose?
together." As she faced
Yeah,
me,
that she
her hair
got
was
big
out of her
nose.
face, and my heart dropped as I came to the realization that I hadn't found or been with Jessica at all. The woman began to slowly chuckle before bursting out into full laughter. Her laugh felt like needles piercing through my ear, and before I could react, the room was full of other patients.
Bro
all
sheds
partially
one
in
tear at a
control.
time.
They all joined in with Their stench filled the room. No matter where
Oh,
I
hell.
looked, their faces would appear. Some more filled with maggots than others.
Whoa.
At this point, I was completely lost and could barely hear my own thoughts. My body soon began to join in on their laughter. I tried to fight and gather my thoughts, but all my
You
body
gotta fit in.
was laugh and laugh and laugh until I realized
Gotta
I had
fit
lost
in.
myself.
Gave in to
Sir,
peer pressure.
Are you all right? I opened my eyes slowly in response to the voice I had just heard. A part of me wondered if I was still in the asylum hallucinating. But as I regained consciousness, I looked
What?
around to see a bunch of paramedics attending to a
What?
group of me. The police were also on the scene, questioning Mary, who had placed a call to inform them we were in danger
Oh.
after we visited her home.
W. Mary.
I stayed conscious for about 2 minutes more before blacking out and waking up 2 days later in Eastern State Hospital.
2
Virginia.
days.
Somehow, I had regained total consciousness and was aware of my surroundings. The
Somehow.
rest of them, however, weren't so lucky.
Wow.
They all appeared to be conscious, but weren't in any way responsive to what happened around them. The police informed me Mary had called them, and by the time they arrived,
Yo.
I was found laughing hysterically right behind the asylum's front door. This would mean I hadn't taken up to 11 steps in the asylum,
Huh.
and everything I'd experienced was all a part of the trance. The rest of my
Yikes.
group, however, were found a long time later and had remained unresponsive.
Whoa.
It's been 9 years since my experience in the
9.
asylum.
How-
Jessica and the rest of my group were placed in a different asylum. I have since given up on exploring all things paranormal.
What? How are your friends
and I
though?
visit them regularly to remind myself what I
They're
was
still in the
experiencing
hospital?
was not just a bad dream. Therapy has been helping, but I still see the patients in my nightmares. And every day, I wish I had just listened to Mary's
Whoa.
warning. I hope my experience has convinced you all that
Listen to Mary.
behind every myth,
Huh.
there is some truth.
Dude, they're in the hospital
And it
9
is
years
only
later.
those who are suicidal that would doubt the
Oh.
existence of the paranormal.
Yeah, that's scary.
The following story I'm about to tell
Okay,
you
bye.
may seem